Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are here again on my Profound Professional video series, interviewing professionals in the community and the region that have a profound impact. I am here today and so happy to be with Mary Warren Oliver with Taylor Properties. She is in the real estate industry and is going to share with us a little bit about her journey and how she got into real estate. Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
I am so good. We are burning the midnight oil here, so that's what you have to do when you're in real estate, right?
Yes, we have no time, so we have burned the midnight oil.
That's right. So you weren't always in the real estate industry. Can you give us a little bit about where you started and what your journey was?
Yes, absolutely. Approximately 30 years ago, I had always been in the healthcare industry, and I have worked 15 years in the real estate industry as well as a part-time agent. I became full-time about 5 years ago. And I'm an associate real estate broker and a branch manager for a small boutique in Silver Spring, Maryland and Bowie, Maryland. I'm licensed in Maryland, Virginia, and DC.
Very good.
So when I first became a licensee, I joined Team One Properties, and I stayed there for a few years, and then I transitioned to Taylor Properties in 2006.
So when you were in the healthcare industry, what drew your attention towards the real estate market and having that kind of as a parallel sideline career as you developed?
First of all, my real estate salesperson, who was a real estate broker, when I first bought my condo, he encouraged me to become a real estate agent. And I guess because I have passion for people, by being in the healthcare industry, and he felt that I would be a good fit in the real estate world. So I took his advice and I went to Long & Foster Real Estate School. They took the 60 hours pre-licensing course. And then once I passed the state exam, then I became affiliated again with Team One Properties, located in Atlanta, Maryland. And that's how I got into the real estate world.
And so when did you join the Taylor team?
In 2006.
And what drew you to Taylor Properties?
Well, when I interviewed with the branch manager, Delia Abrams, she was, just, you have that connection. And when I first met her, there was a connection. It was a family-oriented business. And ever since then, I just like her style, her workmanship, her work ethics. I just like the entire operation of Taylor Properties. You had that support, and that's what you need in the real estate industry. You need someone that's going to support you all the way, especially when you're a brand new agent. Yeah. And I did get the support from the Taylor Properties, and that's why I'm still here this long.
That's awesome. I know it's a very competitive market. I know there's a lot of moving around I know a lot of realtors too, who doesn't know at least 5, right?
Yes, yes.
And I hear from my friends and other people in the industry that, they're moving all the time. So that dedication really speaks volumes about that organization. So the whole kind of concept around Profound Professionals is to feature people who are really good at their skill set and their industry, but also to talk to people that go beyond that. So outside the circle of real estate, what are some of the other things that you're passionate about or that speaks to you that maybe has an impact on our community or our world in some way?
Basically, I lost my mother a few years ago, 2014, and I love helping seniors, especially when they're experiencing a disease such as dementia. So again, with my expertise in the healthcare industry, I was able to cope, with the illness And I was able to help my family members to cope with the illness, to see, your mother, she was very active. And then to see how she was, her health was deteriorating. But it was inspirational for me as well. And then, if anybody else that's in the community that is experiencing some type of illness, such as cancer or dementia, I'm always that helping hand to encourage them, there's hope. And so that's another, piece of me as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I lost, I'm sorry for your loss of your mom.
Thank you.
I lost both my grandmothers really close together, and I was very close to them, and one of which I held her hand in her last breath. And it has been pulling it. I've done some volunteer and some starting to test the waters with hospice volunteering. It's very scary though. It was a very hard thing to hold someone's hand through their last breath.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I experienced that 3 times. With my oldest brother who died from colon cancer, and then my father died from cancer, and then of course, recently loss of my mom. So, I experienced, with the, the dying process. So I'm very familiar.
Yeah, that was my only experience of being there at the last moment, and it was something I would never trade. And it's given me the thought to, so right now I'm looking to support the hospice in our community. I've helped, like by being supported by shopping at the thrift store that they have that supports them, and donating stuff for them. But I'm looking at helping with them with some of the social media stuff to get the classes and the other support they get out into the community. But at some point in life, I'm going to have the strength, and I feel called to try to volunteer with the families as they say goodbye. I'm not sure I'm there yet, but because it's a very big thing.
Yes, you have to, I guess because I've been in the healthcare industry and I've seen people that experience the dying process. So it was easier for me, but of course it's your loved one. But I have to be strong because you have that background. And I know, one day everybody has to transition. And that's another reason why I do support, like the cancer walks, the breast cancer walk, as well as the Alzheimer's walk. I try to volunteer my time through those organizations.
That is awesome. Is there anything else that you're able to do with juggling all the things that you do in life that you want to share?
Basically, I do a little traveling. The most important thing is to spend time with my family and friends. That's what my parents would want us to do, for the holidays. But that's pretty much it.
So I have been reading The Power of Focus, and it's by a whole group of amazing authors, and I'll have to plug that up in the link below. But is there a book or an author that is inspirational and helps like you motivate and focus on goals and drive? Or
Oh yeah, absolutely. Steve Harvey. He's the talk host show for, that comes on TV. He has a book called Jump. I think that's the title. That was very inspiring to me because when I lost my job a few years ago, I was a vice president of education of a career school. And again, like I said, I had been a real estate agent part-time while working full-time. And so when I lost my job, I was like, okay, what I'm going to do? You apply for other jobs, but nothing materialized. And so one day I read his book and I said, I'm going to take this jump and become a full-time agent. And that's when I opened my branch office in downtown Silver Spring, and didn't know what I was going to do. I was the only person in the office, And then I think like 6 months later, or it could be sooner than 6 months, I recruited my first agent. And from there, now I have close to 15 agents that works out of my branch office.
I didn't realize it was that many. And now you have a brand new Bowie office opening, right? That's brand new.
Yes, the Bowie office is going to be open. It's under construction this week, but we're looking to open the Bowie location next week. And yeah.
Amazing and exciting.
Yes, yes. And it's, in the heart of Bowie, right by Allen Pond Park. So very good location.
Beautiful location. Beautiful.
Yes,
I've
yes.
had the pleasure of seeing it under construction. So
Yes, yes. I was there today,
oh,
and yeah, beautiful. Yeah, just to look at it from what it looked like in the beginning to now. It's
bubble stage. So I'm excited to see it. I'm going back in either this week or next to see some of the final products. So
yes, yes. It's gorgeous. You have to stop by.
okay, I definitely will. So your transition from healthcare education to full-time real estate, you made that jump. How are you combining your education and training background from the healthcare in with some of your passion for real estate?
Well, a couple years ago, I decided, I said, well, if I can run and operate on someone else's school, why can't I do my own? Still going through that transition from full-time to part-time and, real estate agent. And I decided to open up my own real estate school. And that was it was a challenge, building your curriculum, catalogs, going back and forth with the state of Maryland higher education to get approved, and also through the Maryland Real Estate Commission. But finally, last year, I did get approved, and I was so ecstatic. And so I was approved to offer the salesperson 60 hours pre-licensing course.
Wow, the big.
And then I just recently got approved this year by the Maryland Real Estate Commission to offer Maryland continuing education classes for the real estate professionals.
Fantastic, Mary. That is
thank
great.
you, thank you.
So you should be very proud of yourself. So if you're looking for someone who to support you with real estate, whether it is joining a team where you'll really be nurtured and cared for, or if you're looking to list, buy, or sell, I think Mary Warren has it covered on all the bases. If she's teaching the school, that's the kind of realtor you want to work with, right? Someone who's instructing the new teams that come to the front line. So Mary, this has been fantastic. I've been so honored to spend this time with you to get to know you a little bit better. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you about that you would like to share before we close out?
Sure, it has been a pleasure spending time with you today as well. I just want to share my addresses and my contact information.
We'll have all that in the articles and in the YouTube videos below as well, but please feel free.
Okay, my downtown Silver Spring branch office is located at 8606 2nd Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
The Bowie office is right off of Mitchellville Road. I forgot the building because it's brand new.
Okay, we'll put the address.
But you can Google and you can get the address.
We'll have it in the link below all the videos.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. And my real estate school is Metropolitan Real Estate Academy. I offer pre-licensing classes. Well, my web address is Metropolitan Real Estate .academy.
Okay, very good, very good. And we'll make sure all that information is below again. Thank you everyone for taking some time to share with Mary and I and to get to know her better. And we, as always, are grateful when you can like, share, and comment. Have a fantastic day. Thanks.